welcome to this week's DevRel Deep Dive. I'm Lotte from the HQ Developer Relations team, and I'm joined by...
Sebastiaan on the same team.
On the same team, because we're colleagues. And this time we are talking about... Seb, you get to announce what we're talking about.
Umbraco MCP servers.
Yes,
At least one of them.
MCP, an acronym that I hadn't heard of 6 months ago, maybe? And now they're everywhere. I was going to give a go at me explaining what an MCP server is, in case people don't know. My understanding of it is, hopefully people are used to things like ChatGPT, which are chatbots that sit on top of large language models that we can then use natural language to interact with these tools. And an MCP server gives your agents, your chatbots, your whatever AI tool you want to use, a whole heap of context about what it is that you want them to know. So from my understanding, every time, for example, we would ask an agent without an MCP server to interact, we would have to tell it every time everything about this custom stuff that we have that we want it to use. And it will forget. It's like a waiter with no memory whatsoever, and you come back in and go, "What? I'd like my regular order, please." And they're like, "Well, what's that?" Your MCP server's job is to remember what your regular order is. So you can tell it to remember things, you can tell it how to authenticate, and it is there, and it hands everything on a plate to your AI tool. Mm-hmm. How does that sound, do you think, Seb?
Yeah, it sounds pretty good. Our CEO would say that it's an AI superpower.
Superpower, yes. Definitely. So, because what we want to do is we want to use AI to not only query about an Umbraco site, but also do stuff. And we know that we've got the management API that enables code to do everything that a human can do when clicking around in the back office, because those are just calling the API calls in the management API. And so we want to see, can we get AI? Can we talk to AI? Can we communicate via this natural language rather than clicking and typing around the back office that we used to do?
The important part here is that we will allow it to do stuff in our Umbraco site. So normally an AI cannot directly access our APIs. And this is like a gateway to be able to access our APIs or any other APIs that it knows about that it has an MCP server for. So the Umbraco site needs to be running, and we'll be able to tell our AI, scary, but let's make some changes. Help.
But we're going to be doing everything locally, so we're not giving away any. We're not exposing ourselves to anything other than maybe completely messing up a local running website, which, hey, we've all done. So, Seb,
what if it installs a Bitcoin miner in the background?
Hopefully Git would show you that it did
Fair
that. What is your plan then for our demo, as we're going to give this a go?
Yes. Should I share a screen?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's have a look. Screen number.
It's a shame because I'm enjoying the plants in your background, but I would like now to see your screen.
I'll start with what we're supposed to be doing, and then we'll show some more things later. I have a thing called UmbraCalendar.com that's running on my Raspberry Pi in my closet at home, and that is this site that you're seeing right here. A lot of these events are coming. I am importing them from Meetup.com. So these are all Meetup events with a little logo, but there is also a few, like UmbraCalendar here, that I make a note for in Umbraco because I don't have a way to import it. So this is a manually created note with the information about that event, and there's a few more. I haven't entered any more in this test website, in the local website. So, is it still running? No, I should make it run again. So currently what I have is all of the nodes in Umbraco are in the root of the Umbraco website, and I want to change some of the document type structure so that we have it a little bit nicer. Where did we go? Here. Reload. So, interestingly, I've just upgraded Umbraco, and I may have lost a tree. Oh no, here we go. We're back. Good.
Patience. As I think George Michael once said.
Yeah, exactly.
Was it George
So,
Michael? Anyway.
Yeah, sure. So these.
That's horrible. They're all in the root, Seb.
These are all in the root. Exactly, exactly. So what I really want is to have a nice folder that says I don't know, festivals or manual events or events, whatever. And I also kind of want them grouped by year as well. So let's see if we can throw it some curveballs, because I mean this one doesn't have a year, but there's a year on here, so maybe I can understand what's going on here. So I've not tried this before, so I'm just going to try and see what happens.
And I have a quick question before we do that. And can I assume that this document type is not allowed child nodes of the same? We don't have a folder document type or anything like that. You've basically just got straightforward calendar event, which is allowed under your root node, and that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
So this one doesn't have any allowances, and the root node has a few that it allows under. So there's a few, but mainly calendar event. Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, let's see how we go. I guess a few things to mention up front. I was inspired by the blog post from Luuk Peter, who blogged about a week ago saying this is how you use an MCP server, Umbraco MCP server. I'm like, oh, actually that looks easier than I thought it would be. So we've started on that one. The work to make the Umbraco MCP server has been done by our friends in the community, Phil Whittaker and Matt Weiss. Phil has written a extensive blog post on how to make an MCP server the right way, which is a really, really good read. And Matt has published together with Phil the code for this MCP server. On our journey, we also discovered, I think this is Luke's colleague, Timo, who's also built his own MCP server. We'll link to these ones in the show notes, but it's interesting to see different approach to the same thing, basically.
In case people were thinking about building their own MCP server, I'd suggest not for Umbraco. It would be better to contribute to the ongoing projects that Matt has published on GitHub. Yeah. It's there for now. I'm assuming it might move into the Umbraco organization at some point, because we are helping them with it. Yep. They did do a talk, Matt and Phil did do a talk at Codegarden, which the Codegarden video should be public towards the end of the year. Philip in the Keynote, which is already on YouTube, we'll put a link to that as well, straight into the AI section of Philip's Keynote, and he does a demo as well. But we thought we'd give it a go ourselves. So what do we do now, Seb?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I played around with it, and I wasn't quite sure where to start, but I eventually figured it out. Few things that we need to do. Getting started here, there's documentation here. I was going to try and cheat and click a button and see how it goes. But first I need to do something in Umbraco. What I need is an API user in Umbraco. So let's try and create one of those first. The API user is the access to Umbraco for the MCP server. So it can do all the things that it needs to be doing. Let's call it MCP, I don't know, MCP test.com. Can't type today.
It's impossible to type when someone's
That's exactly right. I'm going to add the administrators group, so it's going to be allowed to do way too many things, but that means I can actually rejigger my document types and content and stuff. What has happened here?
You would need to be on the version of Umbraco that supports API users.
Exactly, and I think that's 15 plus. I can't remember. Yeah. Maybe 14, but 15. I mean, I'm on 16 because, of course, it's the latest and greatest. Once we've made the MCP or the API user, we need to give it some credentials that the server can log in with. So I'll call this hard MCP, MVP, MVC, all those acronyms. Secrets. I don't know. Let's have a secret here. Boom. Right. So now that I have that information, I can set it up. So I was going to click the VS Code link and install it. A moment later. That takes forever.
Moments later.
I'm not sure what it's doing. Well, it doesn't really matter that much because what I found when I did this the first time is that I tried to use Copilot to do some stuff, and it said, yeah, that's really nice, but you have too many tools in your MCP server. You need to disable some. I can only handle 128 tools. So I was going to show that this doesn't actually work. It doesn't actually work now, so even better. So I had to switch tags, and I went to do it in something called Claude Desktop, and there's other instructions for that one down here. So using MCP with Claude, Umbraco MCP with Claude, I need this configuration bit, and I need to fill in the details I just filled in for the API user. So let's do that. In Claude, we can go to the settings, and on the developer, you can. I'm just going to edit the config here to add, and this is going to open, but actually, what it's opening, supposed to be opening, is this file here. So I've already got the GitHub one, of which I removed my secret for now, because none of your business. And I'm going to add the Umbraco MCP in there. So I did call it MCP. The password was not that one. That one. And this, I need to check if there's no secrets here. No, we're good. We can record this. This is fine. And last, I need a port number here. There we go. This cannot end with a slash. Important. Don't make the same mistake as I did.
Can I ask a question at this point?
Yes.
I'm confused in the fact I haven't seen you install anything yet.
Exactly. So the MCP server lives on what is it? Node? No, Node. The Node npm. So that's where it's gonna be getting it from. So what it's doing is going to execute this npm package that's available on npm. And then it will use these credentials to discover what it can do. So
so they've put the MCP server in the MCP server library that's available, and then so you just link it. Got it.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
I shall exit Claude to reload the config, and now we should have an extra option there. Settings. Now we have another developer settings, the Umbraco MCP server, with the configured options here. So this one is just to say that any of the SSL errors, we just ignore them, and then we have the username, the password, and the URL. It didn't come up with an error, so if this doesn't work, then we get red errors. So
at this point it's confirmed that login works.
Exactly.
Nice.
Exactly. Wow. So what shall we do? The quintessential example that Matt Weiss gives us here is, I think, or maybe not. The example was what is the GUID of my homepage in one of the blog posts. So what is the GUID of my homepage in Umbraco? And let's see if it just understands what I mean with Umbraco. I'm not sure. I might have to tell it about the MCP server. So I'm using this with Claude desktop at the moment. I'm also trying to set it up with Claude Code here, but I'm not sure how to do it yet. So that's one thing.
Let's not get confused. You have had to pay for Claude AI Desktop to use MCP.
That is correct.
Server.
Yes. Yeah. I found your homepage. Okay. Well, let's see if that's true.
Yeah. How often do you keep checking before you actually trust it?
Actually, 0785. That looks about right. Yeah.
There we go. We're done. Well done.
Very good.
Was useful.
Okay. Step out.
Yeah.
No. Excellent. But oh yeah, I didn't read, so it actually does say Umbraco Global Event Calendar. So that's actually my homepage. That's amazing. So I'm quite happy with that. Right. What should we do? I can give it a description saying that I want the document types of type calendar event, or maybe I could just do natural language. I want to move.
We can watch you type. You don't need to say.
Oh yeah, sorry.
But it's up to you. Whatever you feel most comfortable.
All right. What I like about Claude is that it will start telling me what it's thinking and doing. I can see you have many calendar events. Thank you.
Oh, with the calendar icon.
Yeah.
Direct children of your homepage.
Didn't need to know that, but
it's just proving it knows about your Umbraco instance. I find that quite reassuring. It's being observant.
Yep. What you're not seeing right now, because I gave it permission earlier, is that sometimes when it does these things like publish document, search document, I need to, there's a pop-up every time that pops up saying, am I allowed to do this? So I've pre-approved a lot of these things already. But you can imagine that moving documents might be quite scary. So if you can see from the description that it's not doing it right, you might not want to do it. You might ruin your whole database. Luckily, this is a local database that I have a copy of, so I'm not bothered by it. But there you go. The first calendar event has been moved.
Out of interest, you have to approve each different API
so these things are called tools. So move document is a tool, update document type is a tool, and I have to approve them.
And do you have to approve them, do you think, for each different Umbraco instance, or is it a one-off?
So
approving move document.
The one thing I've noticed for now is that I think I can. I might be able to set up more of these, but I would then have to specify which one exactly I want to use. So currently I just said Umbraco, and it kind of knows that it's going to use this Umbraco MCP name. But if I add one more of these, I would have to give it a unique name and probably tell Claude, hey, this is a different version, a different site.
And then you might have to give those permissions again. But
maybe.
I think asking permission is a good thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I'm distracting you.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. We can also check in this one. Oh no, I had it earlier. Not anymore. There is an interface somewhere that says which permissions I've already given, but it's not here now. Okay, fine.
Oh, I can hear Phil screaming at us. What?
Yeah, it's probably. Oh, I don't want a new chat. Oops.
Sorry. Okay.
It's moving documents. It just did all of the calendar events.
Before we go to the back office, can we just scroll up and see what it was telling us it was doing?
It's still doing something else now.
Okay.
Okay, so it's also checking its own work, which is very nice.
So it's now going to tell me what I did. So
exactly.
18 calendar events. It creates an events folder using the existing events document type. That's interesting that you had a document type called events already. Did you know that?
No. Interesting.
I wonder what else you use it for. Hey, we could ask Claude. Anyway.
So this looks about right. Content tree is now much cleaner. Oh yeah, thank you. That's exactly one of them.
Let's go and check it's worked, and then we're going to go and ask Claude if anyone else is using the events document type. And by anyone, I mean nodes, obviously. Sorry, didn't mean to
look at that.
I cannot say the word anthropomorphize.
Anthropomorphize.
Thank you.
Very good. I think, if I scroll back up, I think it actually created the events document type for me. Search, publish, move. Oh, maybe not.
Scroll up. It was talking about it before that. I thought.
Sorry. I want to move, get all document types. I can see there's already a document type. Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, I remember seeing it in your list of document types, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Well, I must have foreseen this coming, but I never used it. Amazing.
Well,
so it's updated this one.
How do you know that you've never... Oh, I know where I saw it. It's when you showed us the allowed children off route. Can you ask Claude if you've used it anywhere else? I mean, I know
yes,
you know you
but
haven't.
I kind of know that I did.
You don't. No. I wonder if it understands anywhere else.
I had a funny interaction with it where I told it to move all of the unused media items in a different site I was working with, and it said, these nodes say that they're example nodes, so I'm assuming this is an unused media item on this node. I'm like, no, you misunderstood. So you have to sometimes be a bit more precise, but that's fine. It's used in 2 places. Oh, the event stats. Okay. Interesting. I didn't realize. Oh, okay. I protected that one. Oh, that's nice.
That's got a different icon, though. I don't... Oh, it's... Sorry.
Yeah, it's got
it's
a
the
knock
same
on
icon, but with the protected.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, interesting.
Yep. Cool.
So,
I mean, I'm happy so far. Let's see if the front end still works.
I'm not. That's terrible to have one document type that's used for 2 different purposes. But anyway, for the sake of this demo that doesn't need to last an hour, let's carry on, shall we?
Exactly. So
cool.
Refresh my front end. There is a problem. UmbraCalendar is gone. So I wonder, and I don't need to wonder actually. Because I made an issue for this already. Templates it doesn't have access to at the moment. So I cannot ask it to update the template to show me the correct events in there.
Okay, because you need to get descendants rather than children, but...
something like that. But I'm going to try something interesting. The other tool that I've actually got connected here, if we go back to settings, is the file system. And it knows about everything in my dev folder. So let's see if it can actually update the template from the file system. I don't know how to get out of this one. Oh, I was here. There. Can you update?
Don't panic, everyone listening. I don't really want you to use get descendants. Because you need to be looking for events under the events.
No. In a performant way, I should ask.
Yeah.
Now, this is a very vague
typos?
request with a typo.
Excellent testing, by the way, to intentionally have mistyped the word nodes.
So it's going to check the API. Can't directly do that, but okay. So it's giving me code. That's also fine. So it knows, presumably knows what was in the template before. Otherwise, I would be very impressed with what it's doing right now. Oh, yeah, that's nice, but probably just. Can I copy this code? Yes, I can. And okay, so it's told me all about what it's done. I am wondering if it just generated something for me. This looks like my code as well, so let's see. I'll update it in.
But it's creating a template for you for the events document type, whereas you already have a template that lists things. It's just looking in the wrong place.
Yeah, so this is Lovely. I have done some beautiful code in the template here, and it's definitely not been using that, so I'm not sure
And
what
for the
what
first
this
time
is.
in a DevRel deep dive, my front doorbell's gone. So Seb, keep going. I'll be back.
All right. Maybe I can tell it. Can you instead update the events dot CSHTML file on disk? So maybe it will be able to find it using the file system. There it goes, list allowed directories. So it's going to find the directory and see. Okay, so it's got, that's exactly right. So it's got a lot of Umbraco directories, but it's found the right one already, which is very good. Now, it's reading it, and now, so this is one of those pop-ups that I've said always allowed to, but right now it says carefully review before approving. Cannot guarantee security or privacy. Okay, well, I'll trust it. So I asked it to update the events CSHTML, which is the wrong one. Actually, I want the home to be updated, so I'll interrupt it and say sorry.
Okay,
Stop.
you just press stop, and then it should.
Maybe. There you go. Can I go back to my prompt? I meant the home.cshtml file. It was good that it told me what the view was for, so I realized my own mistake.
Okay, yeah, saying we're looking for children now that we've moved. I need to update. How's it going to find the events node? There's always a question, isn't it?
Yeah, let's hope it's not doing descendants.
By good.
Yeah, I mean, not a bad strategy.
What content node good? Yes, it is.
It's unique across environments as well, so it will port over to next environment, so it should
On
be
the
fine.
assumption that you're in Umbraco Cloud and that you push your nodes. If you aren't, then your content is created manually and will have a different good.
Yeah, but I'm using usync, so let's see. So it did go first to the default. So this is actually nice. It went to find the events node and takes the children of that,
See,
which
that's
is
how I do
nicely
it. Go and find
performant.
one child by content type alias and then...
That's exactly it.
Nice. Well
So
done,
this is
Claude
slightly
or
less
MCP
performant than by GUID, but only very slightly.
But it makes it less environmentally
Yes.
challenging.
Depending.
Or something.
Yeah, depending.
Anyway,
Yes.
did it work?
Let's see. Reload. Oh, how beautiful. Umbraco Collected is back. Okay.
So what does Git say has changed out of interest?
Yes, that's what I was looking for. Let me just open Git repository. On this screen, please. So 23 changes. Okay, that's all of usync, of course. But events. Oh, that looks like a massive change. But if I do a compare, it's probably mostly white space.
You didn't want events to change.
Oh, yeah.
You changed that by mistake, didn't you?
Oh no, the bastard. Okay. Oh, sorry for swearing. Okay, this one actually wanted to change. Okay, so only one change to get this. It's funny. So get events from event
Can't
folder.
see that very clearly at this point. Can
Yeah.
you zoom in or not?
I don't think so. Oh yeah, here. It's funny because it gets. Oh, that's fine. So it also gets the meetup events plus the events in the root, or not in the root anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. So that's fine. And I'll revert the other one in a minute. But I wanted to take it a little bit further, and now I'm going to really test what it's going to do. I want each event.
Do you not give it any positive reinforcement? Like, great.
No.
Now I'd like.
No, it costs millions of dollars, I've heard, to say please and thank you.
Okay. So basically what you're saying is that if you are communicating with a tool like this, not being verbose is environmentally conscious.
It is. It's going to waste less cycles in dropping my please and thank yous.
Interesting. So the Danes are going to... Sorry, that's going to get very rude then about their lack of please. Anyway, back to the task at hand.
And super tack.
Yeah.
Okay, now it is actually grading as suitable document type, it says.
Mm-hmm. It thinks it's identified them by year somehow. Did it explain?
Good. It said, actually, it looks like it's pretty good.
Event names and creation dates.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Yeah, that should be quite good.
Oh yeah, because this has actually been running. It's not like you created old data just now.
No, I would have created there's Spark is in 2026, and I would have created it this year on the live site. So maybe it would have gotten confused with that one, but so far so good with these that it's found, I think. All right, so it's got 3 years, which sounds about right. How nice. And then it checks its own work again. I like that. Publish these year folders first and then move the events. Interesting. That sounds right. US Summit was in 2023.
Look at that. Codegarden 2024 created in 2023, but the event is actually in 2024. I wonder why you created it.
Hey, so yeah, very good. So it understood that start and end date. Yes, and then this is basically just waiting for it. But this is so great. I love not having to do this manually and go into each event and go, oh yeah, that was actually for 2024.
So while it's finishing doing this, so you're using Claude AI and you've paid for because that is free, the desktop software, but you've paid so that you can use the MCP service.
Yeah, the MCP server, adding MCP service requires you to pay for a monthly subscription. Yep.
And then there are various other tools.
So I'm curious as to why Matt put the VS Code one in there, because it definitely told me you have too many tools that I can use. You can in VS Code you can actually disable them. So if you say I only want to use document type tools, you can disable the rest. But it's a one. You need to click all 165, I think, of them to disable each one.
Of course, when they started this, maybe they started with VS Code when they had fewer tools, because they've been adding, haven't they? So.
Yep.
I'm sure they can give us an update on that when we've asked them to watch this.
Yeah, for sure. Over here, the blog post from Luuk, he's been using it in Visual Studio, the grown-up Visual Studio, proper Visual Studio. I don't have that installed, so I can test that one. I couldn't really figure out how to do it in Rider, mostly because my AI tools in Rider are currently broken. But if I had installed the GitHub Copilot plugin for Rider, I probably could have done it there as well.
Okay. But you're a Claude fan anyway, aren't you? So
I'm a Claude fan. Really love working with it. So. Oh, and look at it. I didn't even need to tell it to update the home template again. That is very exciting.
That's pretty cool.
This is a
I don't know why I'm whispering. Sorry, that's not good.
This is quite a major refactor, and if this was a bigger site, it would have been even bigger. And I just really enjoy that I don't have to do anything.
Yeah,
Look
and
at
I guess
that.
as well there's always that comparison, isn't there, that AI tools are like an enthusiastic intern. You asked an intern to do this job. This is me being rude about interns, which I can only apologise. But if you were sort of asked someone to do the job as quickly as possible of moving manually those calendar events into folders, chances are they'd be getting one or two wrong anyway. So, but I think this looks
great. And
the
let me
site
check one
still
more time.
works.
Yeah, it still works. And let's check out our content tree with events in use. How beautiful. Even picked up an appropriate icon. Didn't tell it to. Lovely. Really nice.
That's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
Nice.
Excellent.
I think that's a great place to stop before we break it.
Yeah. I mean, we did promise that these sessions would be short and sweet, but there is a lot of possibilities here, and I think it's good to go a bit more in depth. And this was completely unprepared, by the way. I didn't test any of this beforehand, and I'm just like quite amazed that it worked immediately.
Yeah, me too. I intentionally hadn't even installed it so that I could ask any questions for anything that wasn't obvious, but that really does just work. That's pretty awesome. And yeah, massive thank you to Phil Whittaker and Matt Wise for having invested the last few months in this project, and it is very exciting to see what things it can enable people to do.
Yep.
Thanks, Seb. Would you like to say the usual ending to a video?
Oh, I forgot the usual ending. I've been off for a few weeks.
Don't we usually ask?
Like, subscribe, hit the bell.
Thank you very much. Excellent. And let us know on Discord any thoughts on this video. And see you next time. Bye.